They had some quality warm-up games, played some matches with tough sides. One of the games they did play was against Chile before coming to Ghana to play the Black Queens as well, South Africa. It wasn't really much of an easy tournament maybe for them back in 2016 in the opening game against Nigeria. They had to lose by a goal to nil. So the third time, both sides were meeting in a group. It will be interesting to see. Lovely ball here from Nigeria. Alima to Ayinde. Now picks up Odega. Odega not able to control it here, but expecting to see a lot of footworks. Opranozie, not the best of performance, at least in terms of ball control. Consider throwing Rita Chukwuelu, the captain. 13 appearance there for the Nigerians, at least in terms of what they've been able to do in Africa. As they try to push forward, as he said, was the target up front. Well, at least the attacking play from Nigerians. We're much loved to see at least if they will be able to get the first goal here. They haven't lost any of the 2 games to the South African side. Osinachi here with a throw. Long one deep into the box. And a good control coming in from Rashidat. So much of the ball has been played just in the half of South Africa. Rashidat here. Another experienced side. We're throwing again from Osinachi. 26 years of age, playing a club football in Sweden. Another long throw here. Van Wyk losing the ball. And it is still going to be Rashidat here for Nigeria. Trying to play it wide and open up play for the Super Falcons. Now back in control, pushing the ball forward. Mikhail Faith and then Rashidat being pushed back, but again has the strength and now gets a free kick. Good play, very aggressive, not giving up, at least even when she had that huge breath on her neck, she still was pushing to go. And it was Wiloma Smeda who conceded a free kick just in front of the 18-yard area. So the free kick will be left now for Ngozi Ibere to deal with it. The Barcelona FA player, 27 years, Ngozi Ibere. It's going to be a very long way out now, maybe, to strike from the favorite left foot. Mikel on top of the goal post. South Africa need to be very careful there. This is a moment where Nigeria can be very dangerous. Ngozi, hands on the waist, patiently looking up, maybe some bit of opening to decide how she's going to kill the ball to the top corner. Now the referee really would have to have some interesting words there for Francisca Odega. Free kick here for the Super Falcons. They can be very dangerous at this point. Ngozi here, kills it to the far corner. And again, a very unproductive ball. Denabi should be worried about that, wouldn't he? At least some bit of a moment where the Super Falcons could have taken advantage. Maybe the best of a kick there from Ngozi. Well, Nigeria have had some quality players and been consistent on the African continent when it comes to the women's football. Not too surprising that at least they picked the title 10 times. And yet again, the move very much as expected from the Super Falcons. And there's Asisat. You would expect to see her move forward. Nigeria again. Asisat just couldn't pick this one. Ball sent back to the goalkeeper by Mbambani. Kaylin Christine Swartz, the goalkeeper for South Africa, 24 years. And she plays a club football in the United States. Quality and quietly so, Nigeria trying to work their way into the South African half. And interesting to see the midfield combination of Chikwelu and Yinde. Jibade is playing just in front of Oparanozie. And Oshola operating from the left wing. Odega also on the right wing here. And Yinde losing possession now to Makabani of South Africa. They have been excited to be in the country. Mamalepe with a throw. It is Van Wyk, the captain. Looking to hit this one forward here. It is going to be South Africa. They have been on the back foot for a long time, and Siopo, I was hoping at least the ball would be an excellent one for her. Not the best of controls, but this time South Africa looking to win again. Siopo flagged offside. Well, a bit of combination there between Asova and Vilakazi. Just couldn't get it quite right. Well, so there's, you see the fans here, most of them from the University of Cape Coast. Van Wyk now gets the ball forward for South Africa, starting the attacking play again. The best of controls from Nigeria. Beautiful control from Nigeria and Ngozi. Chikwelu. And now Nigeria would ought to have Odega going in for this ball. Good speed from her. So you have to see the oldest player in the Nigerian side, Faith Ekiti, 31 years old, and was born on the 28th of February 1987. And she may have a problem there, Vilakazi. Maybe an airborne, perhaps. So that's the oldest player in the Nigerian team. And she's hoping at least she can also have a very good tournament here. To hold up at least for them. It's excitement galore here in Cape Coast in the opening Group B game. And Desiree Ellis will still have some words there for her team. South Africa really won the 2017 COSAVA Cup in September. And the team was awarded CAPSA Women's Team of the Year the same year, 2017. South Africa, Bayana team. It's interesting to see the South African side really developing the women's football to the highest level. The majority of the players have had to move outside and apply their trade as well. Well, there's been three great moments there for the South African coach to deal with. Rashidat missing the header. Good control, beautiful display here from South Africa. Oh, Dan getting applauded from the fans and Mbani. And there's a foul. I need a South African coach. So looking to see what happens. Good control now from South Africa. Siopo. South Africa have given that belief. Ellis' first assignment as head coach will be to ensure at least the target given to her by the South African Football Association is able to do that and exhibit some quality football. And she is the only person to have won the COSAVA Cup as both player and coaching. This is Nigeria pushing forward. I see Oshola here, also flagged offside. Again, Siopo just going to pick this ball. Well, maybe disagreeing with the call at Siopo, but the call just given out. So Desiree Ellis, of 15 games as caretaker coach, she's been able to win 8 encounters, drawn 2 and lost 5. Her side has scored 27 goals and conceded 15 in 12 away and 3 home matches. And now the Bayana side struggling to go past the Nigerian back 4. Vilakazi with a throw here. Feels okay to continue it again. Rashidat. Mikhail with a throw. Rashidat. Good control, beautiful play here from the Bayana side. The South Africans are playing some quality football now, and they can get some smiles there from the teammates. The right full back for Nigeria, Mikhail. Not being able to play the pretty patting football you expect to see a lot from the Nigerian team, but they've tried as much as possible to be calm and get the balls into the final areas. But the South Africans are twatting the airport as well, but maybe looking forward to see what happens. Well, so that's it. Crowd here at the Cape Coast Stadium. But let me tell you something, the South African team really has some incredible story to tell us. Janine Van Wyk and Linda Muthlado and Thembi Gatlana, who play their football in the USA for Houston Dash. Getting the call up because of the experience in the side. Nigeria said Desiree Paranozio scored the lone goal that earned Nigeria a slot in the 2016 women final, and there's the Rashidat again bringing down Vilakazi. Not a free-flowing football you expect to have from these two teams. It's been very, very stifled in midfield. Dinabi still issued instruction to the team to at least be a bit mobile and creative in the approach. They have a free kick now to be executed by Makabani. Drops the ball deep into the box, and he's been headed out by Ebi. Only moment there you see the South Africans trying to get the balls into the Nigerian side. It's another ball whipped in by Ramalepe. Trying to make sure at least there will be some moment. Rashida dropped it back to defend. Vilakazi would fancy a long through, but does get a shot. Vilakazi and gets a corner kick for effort. Vilakazi and Rashida Nalal is pretty much impressed with the performance. Maybe she has to do more. There's going to be a free kick, well, that's to the South Africans as well. So the goalkeeper for Nigeria, Tochukwu Olochi. So Chikwalu and Rashida would have to make sure they show the goalkeeper. Well, the only time South Africa really got to score a goal against Nigeria was back in 2014. That was in Namibia for the women AFCON. They lost by a goal to 2 to the Super Falcons, and here they have to find a way to deal with this one. Maccabi, and again it has to do with the long centre backs of Nigeria, tall ones, of course. Maybe trying to get the ball away. So they have a corner kick again to deal with it. Makabani to sort it out for South Africa. Makabani whips it in again. This time it will be dealt by Oluochi. But again, it's been widely hit there by Jani. Now picking his spot well, Jani. But South Africa would really want to get themselves into a very, very good campaign here in Ghana. They have only managed 3 goals against Nigeria in their 10 previous AFCON encounters. And also scored 4 goals in their last 5 women AFCON openers, South Africa. On the ball now is Mehdi. Oh, he's looking for the run of Jani, just couldn't get to her. Another beautiful control from Nigeria's Anyinde. Mikhail. Rashidat. Just losing the ball here. Jani also not able to control it, where Rashidat comes back to win it for Nigeria. Super Falcons, Chukwuelu there with the ball. Gets a throw in for effort. Well, Nigeria has some bit of a belief that at least this competition will be won by them, at least in terms of what they were to do. They have been the talk in town as the side well prepared because of the experience as well. But South Africa may have different ideas and different plans coming to this competition as well. Siopo has a tough striker there for the South African side. Rashidat. And again, there's a call against Rashidat with a push on Vilakazi. Still goalless here in Cape Coast, the opening Group B game. Well, this man has a very, very big task to ensure that his first women AFCON for Nigeria. The Super Falcons are able to do something. He got the job as well as coming in with his assistant, Jordan Peterson. He's also worked with some top clubs as well in Sweden. To put a soul in any on-court position at all, just have to push it away. And Barney. It's now Chukwuelu with a throw, yeah. Siopo. Beautiful pass now from Siopo. In comes Jani for South Africa. And South Africans are playing some excellent football now. At least been off. And there's going to be a long way out for Makabani. Well, that's a good movement there from South Africa, at least the first time in so many minutes. A paranoia here for Nigeria. And now you have the Super Falcons also trying to push forward. Odega. And good play now from Malepe. Tracking back and really recovering quickly to get the ball away from Odega. Her 4th AFCON here, Berry. Well, they were expected to see maybe some goals in a few minutes. It hasn't really been the story. Janine van Wyk for South Africa. Vilakazi. Ooh, that hurts. Vilakazi. That's a free kick. Look at the control here. Brought down by Asisat Shola. Well, she is good to go. Continue with the game, Asisat. And South Africa will still be waiting patiently and gets a yellow card for the foul. The first yellow card against the top player for Nigeria, Asisat Shola. Still got some explanation to do with that, Asisat. 24 years. They've been talking about her moving to China, at least from a former club, Arsenal Ladies FC. Ramalepe here for South Africa, trying to get the ball on the bar line and push forward. It's been a difficult one for them to do so. Ball won back by the Nigerian Asisat here. Not a particular direction of play there from the two sides. At least Nigeria seen plenty of the balls. They need to really find a target right. It hasn't been the tournament, or perhaps the opening game. You expect to see more goals here. At least 4 goals were scored in Group A. Ghana beating Algeria by a 1-0, and then Cameroon winning 3-1 against Mali. And so far, it's been a very, very difficult one for these two teams to at least get some decent chances up front. You don't expect to see too many goals scored between the two sides when they meet. At least it's been 1-0 for Nigeria against South Africa back in 2016, and then 2-1 back in 2014 at least. It's always been a very difficult game whenever they meet. Not too surprised, at least for now, there hasn't been any decent or clear-cut opportunity for either Nigeria or South Africa. Most of the balls have been played in midfield and lacking some bit of power and direction. There could be some reason for that. I tell you what, the South Africans, again, sometimes they lose the balls quite quickly. And when the Nigerians also have it, you're unable to take full advantage of it. That's a lovely pass here. Rafilo. Jean. Again, not the best of passes there. Expecting Ramalepe to pick that one. Did indicate to you how the two teams have failed to get a clear-cut opening. Again, poor control from Rashidat. Vilakazi. Good play now from Rashidat, winning the ball and finally cleared away. It is Rashidat with a strike. Well, you expect to see more from her. Well, Cesar was asking for the pass from her, but she just couldn't read the direction right. But South Africa's best result in the competition came back in 1995 and 2000, 2008 and 2012. The 4th highest ranked team in the competition. Asisat Shola here. There's another very poor ball from Asisat. Getting control. Barney. Good ball here, and Barney. Rafilo is the one to chase for Rafilo. But that is well feeble. Now look at it again, a lot of pressure on the centre-back of Nigeria, Ebi. Chikwelu. At least a great one there for South African side. Well, he's moving, Refilojan. Aziz that now in the box, Aziz on the shoulder. Oh, looking to square one here for Paranozie, but of course, it was well cleared away by Van Beek. And that's another excellent move there from the Super Falcons. Oh, Anyinde and Chikwelu working hard. Ohale gets the ball down to Eberi. Oh, it's a great pass there from Rashidat. Maybe he should have gone solo. Maybe he didn't want to be selfish. Looked at the runner of Paranozie, and Van Beek was there to get it out. And she's been coming almost everywhere. The Super Falcons midfielder, Rashidat Ajibade, she's just playing behind Paranozie. Oh, seen as the Lone Ranger there. Eberi. It's a point in play here from Paranozie. We're trying to make sure Alice Michael will pick that pass, but she just couldn't get the language right. Makabani's long ball. Refilo picks it up here for South Africa. Eberi just making sure that she wouldn't have the movement to move away. Refilo again drops it down. And Ramalepe wins the throw-in. Well, Nigeria playing with a 4-2-3-1 formation. At least you have I see those Shola sometimes moving down to a left wing and allowing Odega to swap positions. But, Rashidat Ajibade, her role really is to make sure that it supplies to Paranozie. That's what to perfection. South Africa also having Siopo as the only attacking player up front. And looking to go with the long balls here. And Mutlano just couldn't get the pass quite right there for South Africa. Still goalless here in Cape Coast, the opening Group B game. Looking to get some openings. Yet again, it hasn't come the way the two teams expected to happen. South Africa have kept just one clean sheet out of the last 5 women AFCON openers. Anyinde, Ajibade, Rashidat. Again, assist Shola. Supposed to pick that pass, unfortunately not able to do that. Mutlano here. Barney for South Africa. Van Wyk. Now, Vilakazi. Barney again for South Africa. Pushing their team to an attacking position for a long ball here. And yet again, it's going to pick there by Mutlano. Mutlano. Smeda. Vilakazi. And now she's able to find support in Siopo, but she's offside. We're trying to work the ball from the defense line to the midfielders, Nigeria. Good interception here from Mutlano, but again only as far as Ajibade. Siberi for Nigeria. Ayinde nearly lost possession, but pass to Mikel here for Nigeria. The Super Falcons looking to move here. Well, advantage given to South Africa. Refilo looking for Siopur again. Some bit of pressure now from the Bayana team. Good control. Beautiful play now from Ajibade. Asisat put through here. Asisat can get the first goal. Oparanozie! How did she miss this one? Again, a selfish play from Asisat Shola. Put through Oparanozie. Empty net. Blasted the ball wide. It's still goalless. Again, an excellent ball there from Rashida Ajibade. Asisat just saw a lot of space now. She just needed to keep it low. Looking for that spectacular. And look at that. Oh, disappointing, isn't it? Very disappointing. And she was the one who scored the only goal for Nigeria. And when the Nigerians met South Africa in the semi-finals back in 2016, she scored against South Africa, was looking to score here, and she failed to do that. She would be looking back at this chance and thinking, I could have done better, couldn't I? Interesting issue was the goal king in the 2014 Women AFCON in Namibia, Oparanozie. There she commits a foul. Kimbani with an injury here. No, that's it. That's Oparanozie, the former goal king in the Women AFCON back in 2014. Bringing down the South African centre-back. She could really have put the ball down. Maybe could have done some bit of the easiest thing to do was to just skip it low and get a first goal at least. Nabi trying to make sure at least get some words there for the side. And Kizari really looking for more energy, more aggressiveness from the team. There hasn't been a storyline so far. Iberi here for Nigeria, looking to push it back for a teammate. Mikayan on the ball, whips it up front. Still looking for Ajibade. Good control now from Rashida Ajibade. Asisat. And now South Africa will have Van Wyk clearing that situation now for the Bayana team. At least some fluidity in the play of Nigeria trying to get the balls forward. South Africa have only won 2 of the last Women AFCON openers. The opening games have been very tough for them, at least. Maybe we're looking forward to see what happens here. With 10 minutes to end the first half, it is still Nigeria 0, South Africa 0 here in Cape Coast. The opening game of the 2018 West African Cup of Nations here in Ghana. Fancying a long through here. And certainly been thrown into the box. It's been headed out here by Motlano. Siopo. And not able to pick up the pass in Dimani. Another long ball forward. Expected to see at least Siopo just dropping back into the midfield line to pick up balls. Another long one here from Mikhail. Looking for Asisat. But Paranosia, Asisat picks up and still in the box. Asisat. Oshola Asisat! Wow. Still. Excellent play from here though, but still needing some power in the pace. But Nigeria will be happy, at least they have a corner kick. But that is the ball here from Asisat Oshola. So it's going to be Chikwelu to execute the corner kick. Well, interesting to see how Nigerians have set themselves in the 6-yard area of South Africa for the corner kick. So, an interesting way of making sure that when the balls are whipped into the box, you can actually do something about it. And eventually it's Mbani's clearance. Yeah, Cesar was certainly lurking around to deal with it. Mikai here for Nigeria. Another lovely ball into the box. And nobody there to pick this ball for South Africa. And now South Africa on the round here. Ramalepe on the ball. They're at full back, dropping it deep inside the midfield line. Ramalepe again. Looking to see Mbana, and of course, Motlano just maybe trying to surprise the goalkeeper there. Tochukwu Olochi. Paranosia again, looking to see if at least Onome Ebi will be able to help the teams. Van Wyk here gets up some bit of support there from the goalkeeper, Swart. And Dimani. And Smeddy just, again, failed to control it. Ayinde. Odega for Nigeria. Again, Ajibade. That's well to win it for the Super Falcons. They're still pushing forward. Asisa, Ayinde, in comes Chikwelu. And now, in comes Mikhail here. Good play. Lovely ball. Assisted header. And out it goes. Again, the Nigerians trying to get a lot of pace on the ball, getting into the box. Asisat again also has been the target. And Bana looking for this Adisa Motlano with the final touch on the ball. Well, it's going to be an infringement. Just outside the box. Could have been more dangerous. Ayinde. South Africa with a chance now. Again, as Ayinde Swopo. Opportunity now for the Bana side. Alice to take advantage of this free kick. They've been on the back foot for a long time, the Bana team, and now they have a side relay because they have this free kick to deal with it. Dinabi looking on, perhaps very much worried about it. Now they have to take advantage of this moment. It's a good ball. Dealt with it beautifully there by the Nigerian Sodega, looking to move. Now Bana, yet again another free kick. And it's the centre-back who just had to leave her position now to come and attack as well, Mbani. Dega struggling to get the ball away from Mbani. Maybe this one will be executed by the captain for South Africa, Janine van Wyk. 144 caps there for Bana. And also plays a club football in the US, Houston Dash. She obviously wants to score here at least. As she bounced out of the Women African Cup of Nations, she needs to get a goal so bad. And so that's her, 31 years of age. And she's looking forward to deal with this one. Van Wyk kills it and quietly and calmly collected there by Tochukwu Oloichi. No, didn't really have any direction, but straight to the goalkeeper. Good play now from Nigeria. Paranozie in the box. And goal taken away from her. Now there's a good tackle there from Alepe. Paranozie has been one of the dangerous players there for Nigeria the last couple of years. Nigeria would have to look at its set piece and see what happens to it. Again, it's being whipped in to near post. Still South Africa struggling to get the ball away from the box. And now Ajibade, Rashidat. She's always quick on the ball on the flanks. And Malepe and Van Wyk again also finding things very difficult to get the ball away from the dangerous areas. Long throw into the box is being headed back. And Siopo here for South Africa also lose it. This is Nigeria again. Ajibade. Chikwelu here for Nigeria. Gets the ball here. Three minutes of added time here in the first half. Well, she'll be worried at least. But it's been a good game there for South Africa. The expectation has always been that Nigeria were going to have a walk in the park performance against South Africa, looking at the performance 2 years ago, but that hasn't been the story so far. As Paranozie keeps pushing the ball to the South African half. Heavy here, just the ball to the left side, but Lano losing it. Nigeria would have a free kick. And again, it's Rita Chikwelu. Was Alice able to win the free kick now halfway to the Super Falcons. Six Nigerian players in the South African box. Chikwelu led this one to the far post and has been headed down again by Paranozie. Just goes wide. Good play now, South Africa. And Ndimeni. Ramalepe, good ball. Motlano drops it down. Siopo still looking for some space. And that has been an excellent defending there from the Super Falcons. It was Abby who was right there to stop Siopo from scoring. That would have been amazing stuff there for Siopo. Ramalepe again. They having some good display here, South Africa. Still hasn't been the best. But looking forward to see that Siopo picks this ball up here. Sometimes you don't get to see much of her, but when it comes that she has to do something, she always knows what to do. Siopo. Asisat Oshola here for Nigeria. We are into stoppage time. So South Africa wants to make sure at least they are able to get a win in this game. Surprise the Nigerians. Ajibade. Mbani drops it down. Motlano there for South Africa. Losing position. Rita Chukwelu. Mikhail. Another ball into the box now, looking for Paranozier. She lifts it there for Asisat. But so, it has happened in the first half. Ends barren, no goal to either side. It's been a very silent game for both teams though. But there are some clear-cut opportunities that have been flagged. Paranozier with that moment where she could have just scored, could have kept it low, but went for that spectacle and losing it. And then Motlano as well, she opposed to doing the same. At least she got into the box, but also failing to take advantage. Surprise story. But you can always talk about Asisat Oshola. She's been excellent. But let me tell you, it is Ajibade Rasheedat who has also been great in terms of ball distribution there for the Super Falcons. And so this a story that the South Africans will be happy. Not too many goals scored between the two sides. Anytime they meet, it's the third time they're meeting in the Women AFCON competition. They have lost 2 of their games to Nigeria, and looking forward, at least they'll come and do something. Maybe the second half will be a different story, but as it stands now, it is still coming back to hunt the Nigerians because they know that they are the defending champions and they have to make a count here in Ghana. At the break, it is Nigeria 0, South Africa 0.